ES Audio.
Hi, I'm John Weeks, and this is the Evening Standard's Tech and Science Daily. Coming up, the robot that walks using mouse muscle cells. But first, the doors to Facebook and Instagram have reopened to Donald Trump. His accounts on both platforms were suspended following the Capitol Riots in 2021, but have now been reinstated. In a blog post, parent company Meta said the former president would be banned again for between 1 month and 2 years if he posts further violating content. Mr. Trump has been using his own much smaller social network, Truth Social, in the meantime. And on the news of his Facebook and Insta accounts being reinstated, he said such a thing should never again happen to a sitting president or anyone who's not deserving of retribution. Now, a team of scientists in the US have created a biohybrid robot that walks using lab-grown mouse muscle cells.
You take this muscle and you attach it to a scaffold, which is basically the structure. It's a flexible 3D printed skeleton, if you like. And then this particular structure has some veins or some holes where some electronics is plugged in to control the actuation of the muscles, so that the robot can walk in different directions.
Mattia Gazzola, a mechanical engineer at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, co-authored this study into combining robotics with biology. The devices they've designed are remote-controlled and use light to stimulate the muscle cells and make the robot itself walk. Mattia describes what they look like.
Yeah, they're small, they're soft, they're fairly transparent. The muscles are really some sort of transparent jello, and the scaffold is orangish, pinkish type of material.
And he told us this early stage tech could one day be developed to help people recover from their injuries.
Building with biology, and so the ability to interface with different biological components, bringing together muscles, neurons, sensors, might also be beneficial to understand how we might heal an injury or integrate better prosthetic devices.
Experts at the Institute of Cancer Research London have found that cancer cells can change size to evade treatment. The researchers believe that smaller cancer cells could be more vulnerable to DNA-damaging agents like chemotherapy combined with targeted drugs, while bigger cells might respond better to immunotherapy, which harness the power of a person's own immune system. They found that cancer cells can shrink or grow to enhance their ability to either repair or contain DNA damage, which can in turn make them resistant to certain treatments. The team believes this study could help pathologists better predict which treatments would work best for some cancers based on the cell size. We're expecting to see one of the closest asteroid encounters ever recorded this evening. A space rock around the size of a small lorry will pass Earth at around 7:30 UK time, coming within a tenth of the distance of most communication satellites. NASA said the asteroid would pass over the southern tip of South America at only 2,200 miles above the planet's surface. But the space agency said there's no risk of an impact with Earth, as it would burn up in the atmosphere. If that did happen, though, some of the bigger debris would fall as small meteorites. Shutterstock, the image search website, is joining the artificial intelligence game with its very own AI image generation platform. It works similarly to the DALL-E system we've all had a go with online. You simply type in what you want to see, and it develops various styled images to match your description. The firm said it's bringing responsibly produced generative AI capabilities to the platform, with tools which are built on an ethical approach. Shutterstock also said it will ensure artists whose work contributed to the AI model will be recognised and rewarded. Coming up, Bond is back. We've been expecting you on Xbox and Switch. Why not hit follow and give us a rating during the break? Welcome back. The details around how farmers in England will be paid for managing the environment have finally been revealed. Farmers will be paid public money for things like managing crop pests without chemicals and working towards net zero. There are 3 specific payment schemes, one focused on soil health and cutting down on the use of fertilisers and insecticides, another which will pay landowners for large-scale rewilding projects, and a third which will pay farmers for action to support climate change adaptation and help nature. A 10-year study looking at the factors behind people's memory function has found a healthy diet, playing games, and seeing friends and family often may help cut the risk of developing dementia. Researchers analysed data from 29,000 adults with an average age of 72 and normal cognitive function who were part of the China Cognition and Aging Study. They created a chart of 6 beneficial behaviours, including a healthy diet, taking part in writing, reading, playing cards or other games at least twice a week, drinking no alcohol, never having smoked, and doing at least 2.5 hours of moderate exercise each week. Social contact at least twice a week was the 6th healthy behaviour, which included things like visiting loved ones, attending meetings, or going to parties. And finally, good evening, Mr. Bond. We've been expecting you. For the Nintendo Switch and Xbox, finally. GoldenEye 007 is being re-released on Friday. It's been ported for both consoles over a quarter of a century after the original N64 hit. But the versions on the 2 consoles aren't the same. Only the Switch has multiplayer, but you will need online membership and Nintendo's expansion pass, while Xbox users can download it free with Game Pass to enjoy Bond in 4K. You are up to date. Come back at 4 o'clock for the Leader podcast. We will be back with you tomorrow afternoon at 1. See you then.